Greetings and salutations, everyone. My name is Fire Mage, and welcome back to Rimworld Ascension, Take 2, Episode 27. If you enjoy this episode, please remember to like and subscribe, and as always, mod list is down in the description. And with that, let's get on to the episode. Well, picking up where we left off last time, what are my plans for today? Well, if you will recall previously, I want to go attack the Neanderthal faction. Now, while we could reasonably do that with what we have, I want to ensure my victory. Which means we need to make some preparations, which is what we will be doing today. First, we need to make more tents. That way, our people will be able to sleep on the way there, as well as set up a forward operating base. We also need to get some guns, which Vera has almost finished researching, but then of course we need to actually craft them. So I would like to make some muskets, just to really hammer home our victory. Other than that, though, we pretty much have everything else we need. We have ammo, we got the 3 scorpions. Speaking of which, we should actually deploy this one so that we can repair it. Now, right now, we have 2 teepees, and I believe they can each sleep 2 people. But, just to be safe, I want to make a few extras. Now, I want to start by making one for each person who we will be sending, which will be Sam, Crine, Sappy, White, Coog, and Carrie. So we only need to make 4 more. We also have to remember we might be getting prisoners, so we need to make sure we bring a plentiful amount of medical supplies, just in case people get injured. But all in all, the tents and the muskets should be just about all I need. Although there is one more thing, if possible, I'd like to do, which is entirely dependent on if Randy Random gives me the animals I need. I would like to get some hauling animals like horses or muffalos, but if Randy Random doesn't have those spawn, then I can't really do anything about getting that. And there it is. We have now researched gunpowder, which means we can make muskets. Oh, that is going to be a very nice advantage for us. Let's go ahead and research Devil's Strand and just knock that out. Now, what do we need to make a musket? And more importantly, how does it compare to our recurve bows? Let's see. Here it is. Musket. And then a recurve bow and a great bow. Those are the 2 weapons we're currently using. And the musket needs to be able to match up. Let's see. 27 armor penetration, 18 damage, and a range of 31. Not bad. Comparing to a recurve bow, it has more damage, more armor penetration, and more range. Although it does fire significantly slower. And then the great bow. It surpasses even the great bow. And that means I want muskets. Now, granted, not everyone needs a musket. Really, we should probably only give them to people who are competent at shooting. Which is going to be Sam, White, and Coog. Seeing as the muskets have very limited ammo, we gotta make sure every shot counts. The other 3, however, will be manning the scorpions, giving us that heavy firepower that we will most certainly be needing. Although looking at this, they do less damage and have way less armor penetration than the muskets, which I suppose makes sense. But it's this burst count that I care about. Accuracy through volume is what we need from those. Oh, and there goes Crine working on the muskets. We should have more than enough resources, not like we use components for anything else. So this will be very good. And there it is. Musket number 1 has been finished. Only 2 more to go. We'll wait until they're all made before we start distributing them. Got to make sure the highest quality weapons go to the most efficient combat people. Oh, and it looks like Sappy is actually using the sauna. Very cool. Let's see what that is doing. No, it's fulfilling recreation, so it does count as recreation. Good to know. And there we go. Devil Strand is now properly researched, knocking that off the list. Next up, we will be doing Royal Apparel. Mainly because some of these things give a massive social impact bonus, which would be really good to get for Sappy and Crime, so that they can do even better when they go out trading. And there it is. The final musket has been made. And it is of excellent quality, which means Sam will be getting that one. And then the other 2 will be getting distributed as well. And speaking of the muskets being done, we have now made all of the tents. Which means we now get to uninstall them and haul them into the warehouse. And, oh, and Royal Apparel is also done while I was doing that. Alright, next up will be the harp. Just get that research knocked out real quick. Well, there are very few preparations left that I need to make now. I think one of the last preparations, just to make sure that everything is ready, is going to be to make a little bit more ammunition. Don't want to run out, after all. Oh, and a cougar revenge. Oh, a German Shepherd 1 is going after a cougar. A cougar that apparently has a bunch of stuff with them. Very interesting. I must have missed that event. I'm not too confident in a German Shepherd. Oh, and I stand corrected. German Shepherd beats cougar. Well, in that case, let's make sure we go ahead and haul all that stuff in. No point in leaving it out there. And apparently a bunch of bison also came in. And they do count as pack animals. Well, that is very convenient. Go ahead and tame all of them. And I suppose temporarily we can shove them in here with the geese. Make sure they don't wander off anywhere. Well, once we get those bison tamed, that should suffice on all of our raid preparations. Ooh, and a quest. What is this? Oh, a 7-year-old named Huff is begging to join us. Some kind of threat is following her, but she will not say what it is. Well, they are a child, so they won't really be able to do a whole lot. However, I would feel really bad if I said no. Alright. Welcome to the colony, Huff. Now we just have to wait for her to show up. There she is. Hello, child. Alright. That's actually not a bad assortment of skills. I mean, they don't believe in the right ideology. That'll be a problem. But they are very passionate about crafting, plants, and mining, all of which are things that I need. They also have a teeny bit of shooting skill. Give them a recurve bow. What could go wrong there? Absolutely nothing. Alright, kid. Let's make sure we get her on the right skills. Now, she can assist with plant cutting and plant growing. And, of course, mining will be priority 2, as will crafting. That way, she can start working on her mining skill, because we do need someone with mining. Although, it will take a while to level that skill up, actually. Let's make that a priority 2 and crafting priority 1. There we go. That's better. Alright, well, now we have a child. Technically another child, because Vera is going to be having a baby soon, but this one at the very least can hold a weapon, so not completely helpless. Of course, that is going to delay our raid, because I don't want to risk getting attacked while everyone is away. I would like to minimize that possibility. Oh, and we have a manhunting pack of wargs. 13 of them. Now, that's a lot of wargs. Alright, let's get everyone in position. Let's see how these scorpions handle themselves. As for everyone who is actually competent at shooting, you will be my vanguard force. Vera, you can go and hide in the main building, please. And it looks like they will be using the bridge. Ooh, wow, those are really good. Alright, looks like we got one warg down. Wow, they are really closing in fast. Send out the animals. Do a combat command, too, actually. Slow them down. Don't let them close the distance. They're closing the distance. One cat is down. Not good. Man, these things take ages to recharge, don't they? But when they fire, they fire. Alright, Carrie, you are being attacked. Go ahead and fall back. Just keep falling back. That's the name of the game, I think. Alright, everyone start moving. The dogs and the cats will buy us time. Sappy, I'm actually gonna need you to hold the line. Oh, never mind. Sappy is down. Everyone else, just keep running. Wargs are fast. Well, those muskets are certainly carrying their own weight. And there we go. All the wargs are defeated. Not too bad, if I do say so myself. Of course, to say we took some injuries would be a very mild understatement. We might lose quite a lot of animals. Oh, hold on a second. This warg stood back up. Child, run. Crine. There is a warg sneaking up on you. You may wish to defeat it. There we go. Any other wargs trying to stand back up? I do not believe so. Safe to say the rest of them are handled. And the harp is researched. Alright. We are making good progress still. as usual. Let's get a wood-fired crematorium. I have a feeling we're gonna need it in the coming days. Just a hunch. Better to have it and be ready to use it. That way we don't just have to keep shoving human corpses into the river. We can burn them. Keep our people a little happier. Alright, well, I think everyone except for Sappy is ready to go on the raid. And we have a kid now, too, who can man one of our scorpions. So, let's go ahead, have Carrie go, uninstall the scorpions, and we are gonna send our raiding party off. Oh, and Sappy's having a corpse obsession. Well, that's actually probably the best one we could get. That one should be over quite quickly. Alright, who did Sappy dig up? It is Crow. Unfortunate. Well, kid, go rebury Crow. You know, actually, now that we have another person coming with us, we're gonna probably need another tent. Unfortunately, I don't have any resources to make more tents. Or do I? I do have just enough Garu fabric. That ought to do the trick. Let's go ahead, have Carrie prioritize that. Okay, so she's just reinstalling them for some reason. Even though I'm telling her to build them. That's rather annoying. Alright, well, Sappy is now no longer having a mental breakdown. And that means it's time to form the caravan to go here. And we will be sending pretty much everyone except for Vera. Since Vera can't fight, no point in sending her along. Let's make sure we don't accidentally send a goat with us this time. And of course, make sure we take all of the bisons. We will be leaving these two German Shepherds here. Make sure we have a breeding pair in reserve. And we will be leaving Melody, who is a bonded animal. Okay, and we'll leave Bono. Leave the named ones. In terms of resources, what are we bringing? Well, we're gonna bring all the scorpions. Let's see, what else do we want to bring, actually? The ammo. Let's make sure we bring all the ammo with us. And then in terms of traveling resources, leave the hay, take the chocolate. Leave all the raw food, no point in taking that with us. Leave the good medicine, but take the herbal medicine. And, of course, take all the TPs. Alright, that should be enough for our raiding party. Let's go ahead and get that all gathered up and sent out. And they're off. Which means I'm gonna be leaving this episode off here. We made a lot of progress today. Kind of. We got the raid ready, and that's all that matters. And because that is going to be next episode. It should go well, especially now that we got the kid to help man the scorpions. And we saw from that little test against the wargs, the scorpions are very good against a lot of opponents. And guns are also very good, even if they are just muskets. 3 muskets, 3 scorpions. I think we'll do just fine on that raid. But, most importantly, we now have 942 limestone bricks and 310 slate bricks, which means when everyone gets back, we will be able to do a lot of building. With all that said and done, though, I will see you all in the next episode.